are here in China for the second round of the Ultronics Racing League. If you missed the qualifying session, I'd go back and watch this. Before you watch this, if you're here, Blixer took pole position right at the dying moments from Danny, and we are here for the formation lap in Shanghai. As the drivers, Blixer enters turn 4. So the grid order today is Blixer from Danny, from Deformity, from McCaw, from Wise, from Very, from Bad Joker, from Darth Gamer, who was in third, got a 5-place grid penalty for stopping the lap time, for getting in the way of the driver in front of him, Bad Joker. And in ninth, Fajar, from Samuel Drake Lee, from Levis, from Nathan Alfred, who actually DNF'd in that session, from Chaotic Kempo, from Jonesy, and last on the grid, but last but not least, Hazy LFC. Let's see how this race is going to go. As the drivers are still going to the formation, are still on their way to the grid again. Hazy is a long way back from the others. He's on hards. Hazy and Nathan and Levis. Who else is on hards? No one else. Okay. We have a few hard compound runners for the start of this race. Then the long game, maybe. So I would expect to see them in the lead for a couple of laps, maybe. Levis, Nathan and Hazy are all on hards. That is quite intriguing, as now Blixer he begins to line up on the grid as we get ready for the Chinese Grand Prix. Blixer is in his spot, Danny's in his spot, the Fort is in his spot, McCaw's in his spot. Everyone else is in their spot as the green flag is out. We're ready to race here in Shanghai. Everyone's lined up on the grid as we go to 5 red lights for the beginning of the Chinese Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. It's a good start from Blixer and Danny, as Danny's going to look up the inside and he spins. Danny's been spun as Blixer leads into turn 1. I'm sure the stewards will look at that as Very's Darth Gamer's coming back at the 2. At the 2 turn, also Samuel Drake Lee's coming back as Blixer leads into turn 1. I'm sure the FIA will something like that, but it's 3 wide with Samuel Drake Lee. And the AlphaTauri of Samuel Drake Lee goes round the outside of Very's, trying to get that P4 from him to help his teammate in the Constructors' Championship. But Danny is not actually that far behind as I thought he was, as Fajar dropped down to P10. That spin, and Danny's already made up another position, that spin helped out a lot of drivers and also didn't help out a lot of drivers, as now Blixer leads the way as there's a problem in Sector 2. Hazy, what's happened to him? Has he got damage? I believe he does. I'm trying to see. He does have damage, does Hazy. The debutant of the league has damage on his opening lap. As Bad Joker looks to look up the inside of his teammate. No move. Wise overtakes Nathan. and as Hazy pits, as Jonesy runs off a little bit, kicking up some dust, gives Fajar a chance to come back at him, as Danny's already in the top 10 again. He is going to be on a charge for Blixer and on a charge for that race win. As Hazy pits on some fresh tyres, he spins it as Hazy and breaks his wing off again. I don't believe the safety car will be called out. I don't think that's that bad of an incident. Fajar overtakes Jonesy. But Jonesy comes back at him. This is a brilliant battle for P8 as the forward team nearly gets caught up in it. And Jonesy nearly spins. And he's now side by side with Fajar coming into 10-16. Who takes the lead? Fajar pushes Jonesy off the track. But now Fajar with the slipstream advantage and using maximum ERS. Fajar and Danny goes up the inside of Jonesy and Jonesy comes back at him. Oh, and he also comes back for Fajar, but he can't make that overtake stick. Danny, and he's tapped Jonesy. What brilliant racing we have. As Jonesy goes off the track a bit, comes back on. A little bit dodgy. His final drives are still good. As Danny goes up the inside of Jonesy. What racing we have. Who will still continue to fight with Danny. Jeez, what racing we have. As Jonesy has to let go, as Veris is right with Samuel Draylee now. DRS. I mean, that's up as McCaw spins. McCaw has spiked. Fajar now will not overtake McCaw. Veris will now DRS on Samuel Draylee as Danny overtakes Fajar in the process. Hazy pits again as it's Blixer from Darth Gator, from Veris, from Samuel Draylee, from Bad Joker, from Defority, from McCaw to Fajar, who is side by side with Danny. Danny comes up the inside of him. Fajar! Can he do? He gets a little bit of understeer. From Jonesy, from Wise, from Levis, from Danny Alford, from Tempo and Hazy. But while I was on about this, something's happened with Blixer. Oh, he pits. Oh, I thought he had. He's just boxing early. He's going on to, I believe, I want to say hards. No, he's going medium, sorry. Samuel Draylee, he's everywhere right now. What's happened to Fajar? Fajar pits. Has Fajar got damage or is he just pitting? I actually don't know. There's a massive battle for sixth. Yeah, there is a battle for sixth going on. As it's yellow flags. That is Blixer. As Danny now goes for the inside on McCaw. He gets McCaw, Danny up into P6. With Blixer, probably his main challenger for this race, down into P13. But after all, he did pit as Jonesy nearly spins it and loses that to Wise, but he comes back at Wise as well. And while this is all going on, McCaw is also back at Danny. And Bad Joker is coming at Samuel Draylee with rapid pace. Bad Joker overtakes Samuel Draylee. As McCaw re-overtakes Danny. As McCaw goes deep, and Danny comes up the inside. Easy pace. Danny has given us some really good racing as Samuel Draylee pits. Does the pit stop well to Samuel Draylee? Oh! And he goes for an overtake in the pit lane! Oh, and it's worked! What an overtake! But can he keep it? Will the pit stops doing him dirty? Oh, unsafe release. No, they won't! McCaw! Danny has done this. Just about gets ahead of McCaw with an overtake in the pit lane. That was brilliant. That was such a good overtake. And now drivers are starting to pit as Veris chases down Darth Gamer. Darth Gamer's tyres are probably starting to go off now. Blixer Now back into the points, the championship leader. Well, I don't think he's championship leader right now, but he probably will be by the time everyone pits because he'll be back in the lead. Chartie's now right up behind Levis as Danny is with Fajar now. Blixer, he taps Levis. He's gonna go around the outside, and Levis just has to let him through. Because of the fresh tyres, I believe. Also, they did make a bit of contact. Levis now has DRS. Will he be able to make a lunge back at Blixer? Yes, he will. Is he going to go for it? Yes, he is. He's going to squeeze Blixer. So he still gives him room on the track as Bad Joker pits. But Blixer has got overtaken Levis, who has DRS still. Can he fight back? No. No, he cannot. As Levis has to fight another day. But look at Danny on Fajar. Danny's got DRS. He's going outside of Fajar. Kicks a little bit of grass and overtakes Fajar for P11. Now, as Jonesy Boy is right behind the Authority, as Veris is right behind Darth Gamer for the lead. They make a little contact. Something's happened. McCall, I believe he spun it. Oh! Darth Gamer and Veris. And will that go to the stewards? And Levis retired. It's all kicking off here. Will that go to the stewards? As the Authority's been overtaken by Jonesy, as Veris now leads. What happened there? As the Authority is going to come back at Jonesy. No, he isn't. Jonesy does have DRS. The extra bit of power. So does Blixer on Chaotic. We have had everything in this race as Darth Gamer pits. Let's see if he understands that he does get the pit stop correct. The 40 also pits. As Blixer is right back into this race. Now, is Danny going to overtake either one of these? Samuel Drake Lee has. And so is Danny. Danny moves up into P8. Nathan now under threat from his teammate. Are there team orders here at Haas? Will Blixer let him through? So after all, Blixer is on the quicker tyre, but Nathan is on the longer lasting tyre. Nathan has let Blixer through and has allowed Blixer to go chase after Jonesy Boy and Veris. Darth Gamer is still in the points, so Samuel Drake now becomes the leading Red Bull. Is now Bad Joker looks to have DRS or Samuel Drake Lee. See that red light flashing on the Red Bull, on the back of the Red Bull. Bad Joker, he's going to have the DRS, he's going to have the overall speed. But Samuel Drake Lee comes back at him. And they make contact on the side pod. Bad Joker pushes Samuel off wide. And Bad Joker takes the position. Samuel Drake Lee now has DRS. But did he get the better exit? No, as Bad Joker now pushes off. Even without DRS. Danny begins to join this fight with Samuel Drake Lee and Bad Joker. Veris has a comfortable lead, but I don't know how long you lose in the pit stops. Darth Gamer going hard. He is going to the end. What's for Joel? For Joel on medium still. I believe he is pitted. I believe everyone's pitted. Everyone but Chaotic Kempo, Nathan, Jonesy, and Varys are pitted. I mean the two Alpine not having a great day. They pitted twice. But lots of things happen on the track. Like stuff is happening now. Chaotic Kempo, what's happened to him? Got a bit of front wing damage. The jar now on the charge. Don't really have to do much charging. As you can see up in front, Samuel Billy and DRS and Chaotic Kempo goes off wide. Fajar now. Fajar is not in the lead. No, not in the lead. Fajar now takes P8. Chaotic had to give up, as he kind of helped out Fajar a little bit. And Chaotic has binned it at the pit lane. Shades of Lewis Hamilton 2007, and a safety car is deployed. That brings the two Alpines, the 4T Chaos, that brings them back into it. Chaotic is the penalty for speeding at the pit lane. Varys and Jonesy get given a free pit stop. Look at everyone has a free pit stop, but they'd have to go for a 3 stop, or in the Alpine's case, a 4 stop. Unless they put on the hards. Which will be a waste of tyre life. Jonesy has a 3-second time penalty. That is crucial for this race. It's Blixer now. We'll get to relax his tyres that little bit more as drivers begin. One safety car, Chaotic moving past safety car, obviously he's on drive. For some reason McCall is driving really slow. Oh, of course it's limited, it was Delta. Yep, of course. Very now pits, he kinda had to. Vary's pit, which means Blixer will probably take the lead of this Grand Prix. He's too close to say that he might not. Only now pits. Blixer also pits. Blixer will not take the lead. Will Nathan pit? No. So Varys will probably take the lead of the Grand Prix. Yes, he will. Or will he? Will Nathan? No, Varys takes the lead again. The Grand Prix, but he's gone on to softs, which makes this race even more confusing. Some drivers pit, some drivers don't. This completely changes the start. Some drivers like Fajar and Danny. What's happened to Varys? Oh no, nothing's happened to Varys. I apologise. We are now under safety car regulations. Drivers can only go at a very specific speed. Hopefully the safety car won't be out for long, as I think everyone wants to get back to racing conditions. Varys in the lead right now, but he's on the softs. Drivers like Blixer, Jonesy, Darth Gamer, they don't all have to pit again, but the medium and soft runners do potentially have to pit again. Unless they can nurse the tyres all the way to the end. Nathan, who didn't pit, Varys, who did, but for some reason has gone on to softs. I don't think softs will do 18 laps. I know, this race fully opens up now. Varys comes very close to the safety car. Right there and then. Still 3 drivers, sorry. Still waiting to catch up. Chaotic, Laporte and Hazy. The safety car leads them away. Onto the 11th lap of this race. Now, last time we had a safety car, well, it was at the end of Bahrain, and if you've seen that race, you'll know what happened. I'm not going to spoil it, because obviously, yeah, that's just boring. But stuff is happened. Also out in Bahrain, we had a safety car in the middle of a race as well. So what will happen here? Some drivers haven't pitted for placement and also for their tyres as well. Tyres don't need to pit for the tyres. Some drivers have pitted, Vries had to pit. Some drivers like Blixer, they had to pit. Now we just wait on Hazy to catch up to the pack. Now, as long as this race could go any way. Like, there is not a sudden winner. Like, this race has not been finished. There is still many laps to go. There is a massive, well, just like a list of drivers at the back. Vries and Nathan kind of have a little gap to Bad Joker, and Danny, you kind of stepped on the pace a little bit there. Not sure if he's trying to put some temperature in. There's Hazy, the safety car is not going in this lap. I believe it will probably stay out for one more lap, and then it will go in. So Hazy's got 23 seconds to make in one lap. He can catch up. Alpine's race isn't over. Right, they've been brought back into this massively. Hazy, he will probably catch up in time. We're very close there with Nathan and Bad Joker. Bad Joker had to let off there. Nathan had to let off there, sorry. And Bad Joker nearly just hit him. If you hit someone under the safety car, then you've got to pray for another one. But luckily if you do, there's still 16, probably going to be 15 laps left of this race. There's still a way to go. As Hazy is now caught up to the others. He's on mediums, his teammate on hards. Now, the thing with this track is that it is not a track that people spend their time racing on. This track is, well, it's not a main part of the F1 game anymore for some reason. As the safety car is going to come in this lap, the FIA have fully decided that. As Fajar is ready to go racing, so is Danny. Danny is so ready. Vries isn't disconnected. It's Vries. What's he done? Vries got a time penalty. Has Vries been disconnected? What's gone on there then? Something happened to Vries. I don't quite know. What happened there? He's just got bad connection. Tell me what leave with a 5-second time penalty. Vries for more time penalties. As Nathan now controls the grid. What's going on? As we go to green light racing, as Fajar's already up into P2. What a getaway on Fajar. As Fajar and Danny are side by side now for P2. Fajar has gone off the track. He's got to be careful. We'll probably get penalised for this. Fajar has not been penalised. He spins round. As Danny now is battling for the lead. There goes Fajar's racers. Blixer comes through and takes P3. It's all confusing here. Penalties over the gap, and it's a brilliant weekend for Haas so far. Can Nathan do this? Can Nathan hold up? Oh, Veris is round. Can Nathan hold up Danny enough for Blixer to come round and help him? No. Right now he can't. As Danny takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Not Samuel. Darth Gamer had a mare. Spun a little bit. But Fajar went from P2 to P13. Only a matter of corners as he spun. Jonesy overtakes Wise. What a wacky restart. As here comes Blixer on his teammate Nathan Alfred. Nathan has just let his teammate go. He's going to play second fiddle potentially in this championship. As overtakes are happening all over. Someone's gone off wide. Fajar! Bad Joker and Chaotic will have a little bit of a squabble. As Danny C. Fedez leads the way. The 40 pits. This restart has been whacking. Fajar taking second and then spinning it. Darth Gamer's coming back at Wise now. He's coming up Wise, sorry. See it from Samuel Lee's point of view. Advantage for Chaotic. Darth Gamer is all over the back of that Williams car. Blixer, unless Danny can do it 14, well, more than 14 lap mediums. Blixer looks like he might be in a stable condition, as both the Alpines are now in points, but they still have to pit again. It's very easy. He's going to look at the inside of Fajar. He's gone for the inside of Fajar. No, he hasn't. Veris is absolutely lagging. Now, what's happened to his internet? As Darth Gamer overtakes Wise. Jonesy Boy looks to be overtaking Nathan. This will really spoil Haas in the constructors as Nathan gets pushed wide, as Wise gets pushed wide as well. Samuel Drake Lee and McCall have all gone through. Nathan pits. Just Samuel, are they a sign of damage? Is it a sign of damage? For Samuel Drake Lee it is. And for Nathan, this is really going to spoil Haas's chance of a good point scoring weekend. As Bad Joker and Fajar are still going at it. As Veris spins! Veris has spun it! He comes back on the track, loses that final points position, but he is still in P11. Bad Joker now is going to get DRS for some reason. Hazy's AI is taking control. Maybe he doesn't go do something. This is Hazy's AI squeezes out Bad Joker, but gets the position as Fajar looks on and hopes he can do that. It's now Darth Gamer on Jonesy Boy. Jonesy Boy defends the inside quite aggressively, and Darth Gamer simply goes on the outside but tries to come back in. Does Jonesy? and can't. And that brings McCall into the play as Fajar with Hazy. Hazy's AI. Veris has been given a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Veris is retired in the pit lane. Before he takes the fastest lap, it's all kicking off. And there's still 12 laps of this race. As it gets even better for Blixer now, as he's closed up the gap quite considerably to Danny. That's the second retiree of this race. There's now McCall looks to be getting a good run on Jonesy Boy. DRS is in play from McCall. It looks like he's looking like, does he need it? Jonesy Boy also has DRS. But they're both still side by side, sorry. As McCall gets squeezed out and Jonesy Boy, he goes a little wide. These both are still side by side, but McCall takes the position as Jonesy Boy gets spun. Oh, I thought it was Bad Joker, Fajar, Hazy. They all pit. Fajar, for a minute, it looked like he was going to go for a Seb overtake in the pit lane like Danny did. That was a brilliant overtake. Speaking of Danny, he's been put under pressure now by Blixer. Danny still needs to pit again. Blixer now looks to be getting some DRS off Danny. We get some DRS off him now. Blixer has DRS. Will he get enough meters to do the overtake? No, he will not. You'll have to sit there patiently for one extra corner. Turn 17, you'll have to sit there patiently and wait till he gets DRS, which he has now. Is he going to be close enough to Danny to go for the overtake? No, he isn't. Blixer is going to have to wait and either try to force Danny into an error, wait till he pits, or overtakes him with either slipstream or DRS. Oh! Darth Gamer has spun it and he's messed that up completely for the Red Bull team. And so has Wise as well. Wise does the exact carbon copy, well maybe not exact, as Jonesy Boy now overtakes Wise. Wise now looks to be taken back. That's that P6. It's Blixer. He's gonna get a toe from Danny. Will he make the overtake? A potential race-winning overtake could be about to happen as Danny moves. Samuel and Hazy make contact. Daniel's pushed him off. Anyway, back to Blixer. The safety car. Safety car has been called out. Samuel Drayton has lost his wing. Now, this gives Danny a free pit stop. And apparently also gives Blixer. Are they going to go on to softs? They both do it perfectly. Danny's going on to softs. Blixer also going on to softs as Danny takes the lead again, but Darth Gamer takes the lead. Many people pit now, probably mainly to get rid of their penalties. Lots of positions could be made for the likes of Fajar, Bad Joker. These lot could be brought back into the points paying positions, as they are. Fajar up into P8, Bad Joker up into P7, and the Haas party and the Haas double podium is still on here. Haas looking to keep hold of their constructors, well, the lead, in the constructors standings. They're looking to, keep hold of it. But Darth Gamer leads under the safety car. But there are still 9 laps left. Actually, 10 laps left. I think it's 10 laps, I don't know. The safety car, yet again, ain't probably going to come in until it's bunched everyone up. But luckily, the gap isn't as big this time. It's Hazy P11, he's been brought back into this race. Now, Samuel Drake Lee and Hazy, something happened between those two, which made Samuel Drake Lee drop down to last and lose his wing. Victor and Danny, these two have battled all the way through this race. Nathan Alpha's been penalised. So was Darth Gamer. I don't know if he's always at that penalty or not. What did he get penalised? Yeah, he has always at that penalty, I believe. I just don't know. But Nathan's been penalised just like he got penalised at the end of Bahrain. Haas's double podium. I don't know why I keep referring to that, but that's what. As drivers are ready to get this race underway. Now Samuel Drake Lee is caught up to the queue. The safety car will come in this lap. As Darth Gamer now controls the race pace. As the safety car has gone forth. I'm just about to still see it. The safety car now enters the pits. Danny has a time penalty now for causing a collision with Darth Gamer as we go back to green flag racing. Now Danny is now going to be desperately trying to overtake Darth Gamer. And they make contact again and again. There's problems. Samuel Lee. Because now these top three. Oh, and Danny's taking the lead. I completely didn't notice that. As Blixer, he's doing it again. He's doing every. Oh, Danny's got another penalty. Blixer's doing absolutely everything to overtake Darth Gamer. As he's gonna look up the inside, that's not gonna help him out. Blixer is looking to go for his second race win of the season. As he goes round the outside of Darth Gamer touches the inside, but Blixer has the better line, and Blixer takes second place. And as Nathan Alfred, he's gone off. He spun it with damage. As Danny now looks to try and pull away with 8 seconds worth of time penalties. But as Darth Gamer's non-pitting tactic might have just failed him. As McCall sends it up the inside, but Darth Gamer comes back in. Darth Gamer, he just doesn't have the grip to keep McCall behind. And McCall takes P3. That was a close one between the two. Darth Gamer, he's all over the track at the minute. Constantly trying to correct. Not correct, he's all over. All over the shop. As Jonesy sends out the inside of the 40, I believe he was getting that place back. As Darth Gamer spun it and nearly spins it into the 40. As here comes Hazy. Oh, he nearly makes contact. As now Jonesy boy comes he's now side by side. He's now side by side with Wise as the 40 looks for a move but can't do it. Wise looks to push Jonesy off the track a tad. As Danny goes purple, Darth Gamer has more penalties. It's for Jar in P5. DRS has been enabled. Jonesy, he looked a bit. Wise is very eager to get past Jonesy boy. But Jonesy boy is. He's defending like a lion. He's defending like a lion. The 40 trying to come back. Wise has a penalty which gives the 40 lesser a job to do. He doesn't even need to overtake these two, he just needs to stick with them. So the front three, so now Danny's doing everything he can to extend on Blixer, as McCall is being left in the dust by those two. He's also pulling away from Bad Joker and Fajar. Fajar's doing enough just to stick with him. McCall's got penalties, even more time penalties. He's now got. Oh no, it's only his first. As the 40 is still trying. He's trying to overtake Jonesy boy. The 40 does every... Now, Wise tries to come back up. Both of them! Wise! Oh, the 40's gone! He's been spun by Wise! Wise tapped him twice and he's gone! Shame. We're seeing some good battling going on by the drivers. Now, Danny has a big task ahead of him. As yellow flag, Samuel Drake-Lee is retired from the session. I have no clue where he's put out on the track. In the middle of the track. Careful guys, don't crash. Jonesy's going right into him, Jonesy's! What the hell happened there with Jonesy boy? He drove right into Samuel Drake-Lee. And there's a fight, and there's another safety car. I believe that's the third safety car. I could be wrong. As now Danny, what job to do? He could honestly just pit, take away his 5 seconds. But Jonesy boy, as the Red Bulls race just goes from bad to worse. Darth Gamer's been given a penalty. He's been given many penalties. Darth Gamer retires. Red Bull, they're gonna have a double DNF. Now, we all pay our attentions. Oh, and Danny pits! Danny doesn't get penalised. Which he doesn't. He's trying to get rid of some of those penalties that does bring Fajar goes up to P4. Can Danny will probably be in Danny will be in P6. So, with probably one more lap under the safety car, is Blixer gonna win this race? Well, he has a twitch there, he could have spun it. McCall with a penalty, can he win? Can Badjoker win? Can Fajar win? Can Hazy win? Can Danny win? Can anyone who is going to win this race? Put your predictions in the comments below. We have 2 to 3 left. We have 2 laps left of actual Grand Prix racing. I don't know. I think the safety car's going to pit this lap. Yep, it is. Safety car is coming in this lap. What's going to happen in this race, guys? Let us know in the comments. Obviously, if you already know, don't comment. Don't comment on it if you already know, because it was a surprise. But Fajar's eager. Danny's eager. Everyone is eager to get this race underway again. Not many laps left of Grand Prix racing. I'm excited. The drivers are excited. Hopefully, you guys are too. As only the top 6 are bunched. I still believe the Wise might get there in time. Depends what Blixer does. as we go. Green. Oh my god, I said that so eagerly. Green light racing again. As Danny looks to be already making a position on Hazy, who comes back. Who also goes up the inside of Fajar. And what's Fajar going to do to battle this? Is Fajar going to keep the position? So far he is, but Hazy is still side by side with him. Fajar keeps P4 with Danny going to the inside. He gets squeezed out by Fajar. And Danny takes P4. But Fajar is still coming. No, he's not going to come at him. I think Fajar's realised that he has a penalty. And he's let him through. As Blixer now leaves off into the distance. He leads the Grand Prix. Goes into the distance. As Danny is up to P3, but he's got that penalty. So he will be eager to get through this pack. To get up to Blixer, to overtake Blixer. But McCourt also has a penalty. And Danny is doing everything he can to get past these guys. And Blixer's binned it! Blixer's hope of a race win is gone! Potentially. I don't know how the game works anymore. Blixer! It's all gone wrong for Haas today. As now Danny leads from McCall, from Bad Joker, from Fajar. As Blixer has no wing at all. And now on the final lap of this race. Who's going to win this race? At the minute, looks like Bad Joker is going to win this race. Unless Fajar, unless Wise, unless anyone can cause an upset. But Blixer, he's continuing the final lap with no wing. That could potentially cost him points up against the likes of Jonesy. Wise has gone down the inside of Fajar. And he's taken P4, or potentially even P2. And there's problems. Oh, there weren't any problems with Nathan. But it's all gone from, well, decently good to terrible for Haas. As Danny's only got 3 seconds in time penalties. Danny is still going to win this race by the looks of things. I believe he will. That's if he can cross the line in time. Fajar is going to be no DRS for the rest of this race. Fajar is going to try and battle Wise. Fajar is through on Wise. As long as he doesn't get penalised, he looks to be sure for a podium here. As Danny is going to cross the line first, but we wait to see who actually wins this race. And Danny wins the race. From Bad Joker, from Fajar. That is your podium. What a race. What a race. It's a miserable ending for Haas. You only get 2 points. Hazy in his first race picks up P4. Fajar and Bad Joker get their first podiums. Chaotic picks up his first points. Nathan is still binning it. Nathan is still out on track. But what a race that was! Nathan, he's just going to sit there and wait. He ain't getting any more positions. It ain't going to matter. The race is over. That's it, the race is officially over. Well done to Danny, who takes the race win. Hazy gets driver of the day. There's Danny lifting the trophy. There's Danny, Bad Joker, and Fajar all share a podium. And this is how the Drivers' Championship looks like. And this is also how the Constructors' Championship looks like. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time. So we have a little bit of a break. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time for Portugal. Thank you and good night.